So last time, as I promised, you people stuck about the character types of character. So I thought, why not reshare that information or revise those things so that it be in your knowledge. And just I'm going to share you something. So just confirm me whether you can see my screen or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to upload on iCloud, and if you want, you can take screenshot if immediate purpose. Otherwise, I'm going to upload. And have you ever been tried to download something from iCloud? Means this PPT and other thing. Anyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you click it, you can download it, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Because it means if somebody is having issue, let me know right now so I can share you the screen from where you can download. Doesn't seem okay. So generally, nothing much. That's about character. If we see, I always say we have to start from big block to small detail, or you can say the heading to then subheadings. You can say any kind of thing, whether you are textually developing something or you are visually developing something, even in audio as well. So generally character, we know that what is a character. So character generally two kind of things, especially in animation, that is organic and another one is inorganic. So organic is living things, you can say whatever is living thing. Inorganic sometime in animation spatially, whatever leads your story to next stage. But very first class, I remember that when I had been sharing you the script as well as the incredible script. Hope you people remember. At the same time, I have shown you the visuals of that also. Correct? I hope you people remember that.
Yes.
Yes, and even I shared that both because it's a time-taking process that you have to go through entire visuals in slow phase and read out entire script. But it opens your mind about script writing. What exactly is written and how does it shooted or how does it visually developed. So some character, if you just remember that there was radio transmission, some information is coming from walkie-talkie kind of thing. Radio means walkie-talkie. So that you have to treat as a character if it is, especially in animated movie or some advanced VFX oriented movie where inorganic kind things are be there. So just to understand, we divide a character into two things, organic or inorganic. Even if you are doing modeling in coming semester when you are going for character modeling in Maya, so what we have been doing is hard surfaces inorganic, is objects, objects, and objects. But it comes to when animal or biped, quadruped, human, or cartoon. So those are organic character, because while you developing those character, you have to take care about of different kind of modeling approach so that when you rig it, it should give you proper deformation. So what is deformation? If you turn your head, for example, so our one of the neck muscle become prominent, right? You can right now just keep your hand one on your neck. So if you turn your hand left and right, so one muscle activated, a big muscle. So biologically, they named sternocleidomastoid muscle or something. I'm not exactly knowing the name. Yes, if you do it right now, can you feel that there's a muscle prominent, especially when you turn left or right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can feel the muscle.
Yes. So when you are doing organic modeling, so you have to take care that your loops allows that flow. Then only it will come out. If that loop is not defining this muscle, you can't do anything. Then nobody can help you. So that is the part of 3D modeling when you are doing character in the coming semester, hopefully. So let's come back to script writing characters. So characters means very simply means these are some definition, and why we are going, because at the time of end term examination in why you have to define this. Otherwise, probably it must be in your mind by your own terminology. You must have given some kind of terminology, like. So very common thing is that is protagonist or antagonist. If I ask, so most of the student and not only student outside also they say protagonist and antagonist. So you can say that the top kind of thing. And apart from that, if you subdivide, you start defining more and more. You are going on deeply and subcategorize, then things are coming like you can see on the screen. Major character or central character by name itself, it's saying what kind of protagonist, who is leading your story and who is the center of your story or movie, what you. So minor character opposite to that major and minor, very common word. So minor, which is supporting those characters, right? So two kind of thing apart from that. One is major or central, you can say, or minor, and secondary or this one. The third one is dynamic character. So dynamic means keeps on changing. Means there is a changes. There is a means time by time passing the time or the flow of the movie, character get changes because it's very common, especially like if something happened, if you go back that the story flows and series of event comes, and in that reaction, character would change. So again, if you just go back and the method of writing story from the perspective of Pixar, it says that there is a king, one day this happening, and all of a sudden this happened because of that, that happened because of that, that happened. So that entire series would go on. Chain reaction would be there till the time there's a solution and settle down. So that is dynamism. Means because of incident, because of something, something is changing. So that dynamic character is changing in that case. So opposite to that, dynamic, static. So throughout that movie, static character do not change. No, it hardly changes trait, it hardly changes behavior or something. So if you means, let's say today also, if you're watching a movie, and if this terminology in your inside your mind, so you simply track it out. Okay, this character is having this. We can keep this character in this bracket or keep this character in that bracket. So you can decide. Okay, so this is going to be my suggestion for you in this week or before exam. If you're watching some movie, you can refer those movies. It would be easy for you to convey your message to during Viva. Okay, so it would be easy. If you have okay, I have watched this movie and this character is dynamic and these characters were static. So those two things, major, minor, then dynamic and static. So round character and flat character. So to understand round, we should go for flat first. So flat means nothing ups and down, nothing changes. Flat uh, means ekdam just like means you can predict. Okay, you can define the pattern. Okay, this pattern would be for this character. Flat itself is saying okay, flat. There's no ups and down. There's no changes. So round is opposite to that. If you know what is flat character, then round is that. That. So you can again define this character round and flat. Then if we go to so stock character. So before jumping into that definition, the stock footage is there. So when you're in future, you are going to do some kind of visual effects. Even today, if many TV series or anyone, so you can use stock footage, which is there available to use commercially or free available or paid available. That is secondary question that you can use to start your movie or you start your visual narration or something. So stock footage, if you just try to understand what exactly stock footage, that is ready to available to do you, and many people time to time situation use the similar thing, and it fits definitely fits there, and repetitively you can use. So same way, this is like that footage is typical. So same character is typical means it is made like this, means it is made like this, and it is going to fit there only, right? So you can read out some example there under stock footage, but it is easy to understand. But once we understand stock footage, what exactly it is defined, it is there, and we know if it is established shot and we are showing some shot of let's say village and keeps on showing it again and again. If you find out if you're watching some especially TV series, so you can see those kind of things that it's repetitively used again and again to just start or move forward to next shot or next scene. Many times they reuse. So it's a kind of stock. You stock there. Okay, this is the this and this is the that. Again, need not to define your protagonist and antagonist is very common. Okay, so anti-hero. Now I would ask you, you can even go through this. How do you differ anti-hero from protagonist?
सर एंटी हीरो जो हमारा कैरेक्टर है उसकी मिस्टेक्स को भी, अगर वो मिस्टेक करता है तो उसको भी वो उस पे भी एक्शन लेता है, उसको जाने नहीं देता ऐसे ही।
Okay. Anybody else?
An anti-hero is more of an archetype, but a protagonist is a role in a story.
Yes. Okay. So what I feel, what I feel, this is my you can say the way of define means a protagonist is there, but sometimes he or she adopts the trait of antagonist also. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So in India, mostly this the very first impression or image came into my mind. That is two movies. That is Dar and Bajigar. Because it's most of us must have watched this movie. It's all about that the character is the hero. As a hero means generally we say hero means everything good, good, good. But why anti-hero? After being hero also is having the villainous characteristics. So that's why that protagonist and anti-hero, two terminology is there. So foil and symbolic. So this is again that related to antagonist. So they means actually we will get confused if protagonist is the antagonist. Simple things are there. Why we are going this deeper? Because when you are studying, so we have to go more and more deeper. Like for example, in future, if you plan to go for higher study and if you want to research something, okay, lacking of animated movies in India or any part of the world or wherever, totally up to choice. You have to go deeper and deeper in word by word also. So same thing is here. So this is one thing is are there, foil, symbolic, and these things are there. So mostly you have to just read it out this one, and now you have to just means my suggestion that if you really want to be excel in this thing, don't leave this thing once the class has means by the time the class left finished. Just keep this terminology in your mind, and whenever you're watching something, anything, TV series or something which is so just ask question to yourself, where do you want to keep this character in which category, right? So it will help. It's a matter of just observation that after some time you are in the position to define your character very easily.